Alrighty, hey there everyone. We're back yet again with some more Minecraft. Last time we put down a bunch of buttons in another fortress. We are at said nether fortress right now, and we have to do it all again. We need more buttons, we need to spawn proof more, and we need to go back to our house to go get more buttons. So, yep, we got a lot of work cut out for us here today. It's going to be worth it though once it's done. You know, this is all in preparation for our wither skeleton farm. And it's just work that has to be done, you know? Nothing wrong with that, just how it is. Let's go ahead and clean out our bundle here while we got it. There we go. And yeah. So we'll go ahead and fly on back to our base and see what else we can do. Because we need to get some stuff going. I really should have a faster way to get in and out of this, but it's fine. But yeah, we're gonna head back to our base and get another probably 4 shulker boxes of buttons. Maybe we'll do 6. We'll probably do 6, and we'll make sure to clean out our shulkers that we got now because we need to clean out our inventory a little bit. I guess we can go up to the top here and see if we can fly. All we gotta do is just fly in a straight line for a couple hundred blocks or whatever, and that'll get us back to the iceboat road. And then we can take the iceboat road back to the house, so we'll see what we can do there. There we go. Away we go. We got our boat on us, and we got all the time in the world today, here on Monday, January 12th, 2026. We've probably been in this world for about 5 months now. I think I started in September, if I'm not mistaken, so it's definitely been a little bit. We've made quite a lot of progress in that time. Not even 600 days in, and we're going to be building a massive, massive wither skeleton farm. We even got a wither rose farm and everything. It's very cool. Ah, here we go. Also, eventually want to make a better, like, shack, basically, for the happy gas, because I feel like there's some kind of way to fit them in a small enough area that they're, like, tightly in something, and it looks nice, but I've yet to figure out what that is yet, other than I know I want it, so we can go ahead and turn off hitboxes for right now. Don't need that out at the moment. Put that magma cream away. And the dried ghast. And the blaze rods, the bones. And that's mainly it there. Put the bones away, put the blaze rods away. We got a bunch of crap here we can go ahead and put away too. Try to put the bones and the different mob drops away first. Alright, let's see here. We'll do blaze rods. Nope, that's not where that goes. Magma cream. Third one. And then the bones. There we go. We also need to restock on our cobblestone box as well at some point. Go. What, Shadow? Cat's being a little goober again. What? Come here. Come on. Yes, there you are. Come here. Yes, come here, Ducklehead. Oh, come here. Lay down. Go lay down. Let's see here. We got our smithing templates. We can go put those away. It should be up in our valuables here. Here we go. Our trims, rather. We put those away. And we got our scaffolding. Had a bunch of stuff in it, didn't it? Right, it did. I remember now. Had more blaze rods and bones than I thought. And some cobble, because we're weird like that. Oh, and I polluted my cobble box too without even realizing it there either. Ooh, got too much stuff on us again. Well, it's important to stay organized, so we're gonna have to get this done regardless. Yeah, it should be okay. There we go. Got some buttons. And we can take the horse armor out. That should be fine. Let's see here. Horse armor. I know they're in here. They're in the non-stackable box, not that one. Ah, here we go. Here we go. We got some coal blocks we can go ahead and put away. Alright. Let's go ahead and get that shulker box of shulker shells. Additionally, too, we're going to make sure to turn off the shulker shell farm's chunk loader for right now, because I think that's also negatively impacting our rates for our manual farming. And we really want to make sure we can get that handled, so we kind of don't get much of a choice there. And then we're going to throw the rest of this crap out, except for the nether brick, which we'll keep in there. Start trying to build up our nether brick reserves. Really do need to go diamond mining at some point. And let's pop down a lava bucket. There we go. We'll just get all that burnt out of the way. Perfect. Alright, nice clean inventory here. Other than our nether brick, we're going to fill back up on cobble real quick for our cobblestone box, and then put that back in our ender chest. So we'll plop that down there. And try to remember, here we go, cobble. Go ahead and toss all that out. There we go. That should get us enough cobblestone, and then we'll take this extra empty box with us. Cobblestone box can go back in the ender chest. That should be fine. And otherwise, we just have to start loading up all these shulker boxes with buttons. So we'll just bring another 4 for now. We'll keep it simple. Shouldn't be nothing too bad. Oh, one other thing though. And I guess we will just snag it from wherever it is in here. I should have a box of cobblestone walls. Perfect. So I'm going to actually build out that 128 block perimeter around like the center of that chunk, right? Because we actually want to have a better idea of how big this thing needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and mark out all of the edges nice and well. And we'll see what it does. We are not going to have enough in there, so let's go ahead and go to the other side and go loot this thing for all of its stuff. Here we go. Much better. Actually, we should physically have this a little bit closer because we're going to be dumping a bunch of crap out. There we go, do a little something like that. We'll dump what we got for now away in there. Alright. We can also put these away for now. Wow, that was a perfect fit. Alright, now we just go ahead and we throw out the entire double chest worth. That should make 4 shulker boxes again. Or about that. There we go. We got that. There we go. Alright, that's all the buttons. Perfect. 4 and change, that's really good. Here we go. Got all those out and ready. And now we'll go ahead and go up to the tippy top of our base here real quick. And go to sleep. Doing good on iron again, it's nice. Although I am a little weird, I don't think I heard or saw any iron golems die. I'm not too sure. We still doing okay here. Oh, there they go. I just saw one. Hopefully all these guys still seem to be doing good. Want to make sure they're getting enough sleep. Yep, they are. There we go. Well, back up we go, up into our bed. There we go. And we'll go ahead and fly out to the shulker shell farm to go turn off the chunk loader, of course. And then that'll help us manually grind for wither skeletons while we're placing in all of our buttons, so that way we get more opportunities for them to spawn. Holy Jesus Christ. Okay, so I think the shulker shell farm has collapsed a little bit. Good Lord Almighty. We're gonna leave it collapse for right now because it's gonna be off for a little while. Wow, these bullets just do not give a fuck, man. That's nuts. Damn. That's insane. Alright, well. Damn. Hey, no, that's good too. Gave us another 9 stacks before it collapsed. That's quite good. We should be fine on shells for a very long time, so I'm gonna go ahead and just trigger that. Okay, it is primed. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and leave it off. We are going to have to develop a redstone system at some point to have that back itself up, but we're not there yet, and we don't need to worry about that for right now. So, yeah. Alright, real quick, because we're just going to fly there. What are we going to? 37, 38, 1058. Quick flight on over. Elytra's still doing quite good durability-wise, so we should be okay to keep flying back and forth like this for a while. I think we'll also, near the end of the stream, go out to the end to go get some extra Elytra. Maybe we'll even try to get like a whole shulker box's worth or something, I don't know. But I like having backup Elytra in case this one breaks and we're out in the middle of nowhere. Because otherwise, it could be very bad to not have any XP or anything to kill to get XP to repair it, you know? So, better safe than sorry with something like that. But we've gone ahead and made it, so now we can go ahead and get our buttons out. And all we really gotta do is pop on down. Should still have our smite axe here. Alright, this is where it starts. So we're going to hit F3 and B to show our hitboxes, and we're going to take it a step further. So let's write down our chords here. So, corner to corner, let's do that. C to C is going to be, we're going to go negative 128 on both axes and then positive 128. That'll get us both of the corners that we need to go to, and therefore that gives us enough points to make a square. So let's go ahead and do that. So, oh, there's a positive and negative button there. Okay. Negative 3736 minus 128 is going to be negative 3864. And then we're going to do negative 1073 minus 128 is going to be negative 1201. 2. Let's go ahead and get that in there. And then we're going to do negative 3736 plus 128 is going to be negative 3608. And then we're going to do negative 1073 plus 128 is going to be negative 945. Okay, so those are our two corners that we have to go to. And before we mark anything else off with buttons, we will have to use walls first. Let's put our buttons away in there for now and go get 4 stacks of walls. That should be plenty. And let's make sure we got our book and fly out to our first corner. So negative 3680 or 3864, negative 1201. Going to be out this way. Would be 3864. Yep. That'll get us to 1200 and 1201. Committed to this, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little bit of bridging here with some cobblestone walls. It should be 3865. Whoops. It's actually here. Right here. There we go. All right, and then we just want to go ahead and carry this out. Guard gas, cool. All right. Oh well. See where this might get a little treacherous, but that's fine. 3608. So we still got another like 100 blocks. Yeah, I think we're too high up for the wall to actually matter here. Yeah, we're like solidly within here. Okay. So we're gonna have to go out from underneath it and bring it back down. Yeah. Damn it, come on. Really? There we go. And then we're going to negative 3608. And then this is also where we step back down yet again. Got about 100 blocks left to go. Need more walls. Luckily we got extra here. Although we're gonna have to dip into our cobblestone box and make more. Let's double check we're going. Yep, 3608. Perfect. Out of here, hater. Oh, this should be that Crimson Waste I thought I had found, that Crimson Forest. No. Right here. Right here is the corner. Let's see. We can dig up a little bit. Because I'm not actually convinced that there's nothing up here. Considering I hear fire crackling, that tells me that there's some kind of open air, because fire can't exactly exist without, you know, open air blocks to be around, so... It's not lucky. Maybe we will be okay. We'll come back to this at another point in time, but we don't need to for right now. Back to doing this. Got Hoglin nearby. He's just a little baby. You think I would be able to hit stuff by now. But no. Okay, we should have plenty of walls for this too for right now. Because we're making a straight bridge over lava, so we don't really get to sit down and place more blocks if we don't have any. Gotta do this in one go. Okay, there we go. Right, pillar up from here. Would have been a good choice because it does sound like there are some hogs nearby. Here we go. So make sure to drag this out a little bit. There we go. Where are my hoe out? Take that back. We got a stack and a half left here. This is really annoying terrain to deal with, and you can actually see our buttons over there where we have started all this, so that's cool. We're going to negative 945, by the way, so we've only just got 100 blocks. We still got 100 something more to go. So yeah, we are 1,000,000% going to need to craft up some more. Go ahead and eat here too. Yeah, I saved your life, jackass. Come on. I think that was it. Yep, it was. There we go. Already been half an hour? Damn. All we managed to do is place down a bunch of walls. Goddamn. At least this also counts as spawn proofing technically, since like nothing can spawn on walls like this, so it works out, I'd say. Alright, let's throw some crap overboard here. There we go. A little something like that. There we go. Whoop. There we go. Okay. That'll get us enough to keep going here for a little while. That was strange. Make sure to pop down here. Whoops, slightly off center there. That's okay, we can salvage that. Okay, that works. God, there's more of them? Come on. Did you not? Get out of here. Anyways, we can turn off hitboxes for right now. We don't need them on. There we go. Make sure all this stuff is very sufficiently marked. Like there should be no reason why we miss spawn proofing anything, because there are multiple layers, but that shouldn't really affect anything too severely as long as we mark it out. So I think that even connects back up to what we got up there already, so that's perfect. Alright, there we go. Great Wall of China kind of shit, but important to have. Gotta have it. Getting a little off course here. There we go. There we go. Do a little something like that. Not walk off into that. Oh, hey, dude. Damn, fire aspect. You a whole ass bitch for that one. That ain't nice at all. Oh. Ouch. We're still like 50 blocks away, I think, so... Alright, now I'm starting to remember why I had that hoe out. Alright. Go ahead and get the hell up here. Go. You think it can't get any taller? Apparently it can, somehow. We're near the bedrock ceiling by now. We're at like Y level 100, so... You can't really go that much higher than this. Alright, we should be right up on it, so... 945. Very close to it. And we are now out of walls. Let's get rid of some of this crap. You don't want to do that. Forgot you had a spear. Alright, that's the block there. Shit. Isn't very nice. What are we lining up with? 945. 3608 to negative 40. We're going to go ahead and connect this up by hand. That's not cool. Okay, there we go. We're getting there. At least we shouldn't have to worry about any fortress mobs. Dude, come on, just stand still, damn it. Please. Jackass. Alright, well, whatever. Here to eat too. Whatever it'll leave me. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, where are we off to? 3864 is where we're headed. We got another 160 blocks of this to go. Know if there's anything physically up there. I don't think there is, but we'll take a quick flight to see. See, we got this whole plane to do too. Ow. Yeah, no, there's definitely shit up here. That's nice. Oh. Get it out anyways. Alright. Down to our last 2 stacks of walls, so we'll need to dip into our cobblestone box again and go make more here very soon. It'll be okay for a little while longer though. At least enough to finish up something like this. Better get the hell out of here, boy. Go. How is there a ghast up here? This guy is a hater too. Get the fuck out of here. Still can't hit nothing. Oh well. Alright, we're down to our last stack here, and then we have to go in and make more. It's this side is where we want to spawn proof, so let's go ahead and get back down below. There we go. Nope, missed him. Whatever. Let's go ahead and throw some of this crap out. That's the last of our walls for now. We physically can't make any more until we go back to our base, so that's going to be fun. At least this will give us a very good idea of what we need to spawn proof so we can place down all of our buttons without worrying about the walls for a long time. I think I can shoot him from here. There we go. Alright, cool. And let's double check where the hell we're headed. $36.84. 38.64 rather. So yeah, we've literally got just another stack we have to place down this direction. Should take us straight out. Yep, it does. Cool. 65, and that's 64. Yep. And then now we need to go, I think, this direction. Yep, because we need to go back to 1201. Alright. Pillar this up a bunch till we hit the roof. So that way we can know that this is the corner. There we go. We'll just take the fall damage. Now we keep building. This should be our last turn here that we have to do. This one seems a lot more desolate, so it would be a lot easier to spawn proof since we don't have to spawn proof anything in that direction. We just need to do it within here. It's to 1201, ain't it? I see that gas up there. Yeah, it's to 1201. So we're within 100 blocks. Bruh. Come on. Not cool. Ah, this is our last 20 anyway, so we're actually out after this. There we go. Just one. Alright, well, we are out of cobblestone walls for right now. I'm just curious, can I even physically see? Yes, I can, because it's right there. Okay, so we can see the ends very well from here, so that's good. The guy's still alive, that's annoying. Alright, well, I mean, that gets us a very clear outline of where we gotta button shit up and do a bunch of spawn proofing, so with that, I mean, we can just sit down and do it. There's nothing else to do but to do it. So we will. Aw. No gold block. Oh well. Is there a chest nearby? Nope. Got another gold block though. We can go take that. It's cool. Alright, well, there's nothing to do now. Alright, let's think about this rationally too. We don't really need to spawn proof a Soul Sand Valley. It's all of the other ones we have to spawn proof that are going to be our big pain in the butt. So like all of these nether wastes and shit is what we're really after. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get out our starting buttons here. And just start putting shit down. There's not going to be any particularly big rhyme or reason as to why we started certain sections and ended others, other than just that's where I'm at and that's where it's convenient. I also don't want to keep seeing these nether caves because these are actually going to be super fucking annoying to try and do. Because there's a lot of them. Rather, there's a lot of ground to cover with them. There we go. Then see, you get like itty bitty bits like that that are just weird and awkward too. At least this one's a relatively small cave, but still. Okay, there we go. So this cave's good. Be fine. There's so few spawns here that I really don't care if something does spawn. Yep, that's got a button. Okay, cool. Go. Alright. See, we got a blaze over there. We could try and get this nether waste that's closest to the fortress done first because, you know, mobs have a higher chance of despawning the farther away they are from you. So it won't be as big of a deal to get everything spawn-proof near the edges. We're still gonna do it, but you would rather get the closer things first because they're more likely to be persistent if you don't, so. And this is my life for the next 3 hours, I would say, is what I'm aiming for. What? Oh. Rude. I could even fucking see you. What makes that fair? Wow, man, you're not even in render distance. Get real. Alright, let's make sure to do this little enclave better. Maybe not the right word, but it's the word I'm going with, so. Get the fuck out of the way. There we go. Let's see where we're headed. Just enough momentum for it. Good. Alright. There we go. We got that done. Wait, let's see here. Here we go. Nothing up there. Start up here at these top edges and kind of work our way down to some of the flatter bits. The flat bits are easy. It's these weird, like, sloped, mountainy kind of bits that are going to be a lot harder to deal with. Because there's a lot of weird straggler areas, so... You hit me, I'm gonna come down there and beat your ass, so as long as you don't hit me, I'll let you live. For now. Let's see here. Let's get that, take it out. Get the fuck out of the way, fat boy. Here we go. Oh well. There we go. Got that gas out in the distance. Dude, please hit him. Oh my god, whatever, fine. It's fine. We'll leave it be. Rude. The hell out of here. More buttons. It's 11:30 already. Cool. There we go. More buttons again. Alright, well that's a full shulker's worth so far. Quarter of the way through our reserve then. Again, can't even fucking hear you shoot because you're so far away. How the hell can you target me from there? Come on. Dickhead. We're getting there. Very rude. Well, that's our first quarter of our button reserve. We got 3 more shulker boxes we can use. I hope there'll be enough at least for like all of these plains biomes that we're dealing with, you know, with the nether waste. That would be ideal, but I don't know if they'll actually make it that far. Far enough away. Oh, we can physically see our cobblestone wall, I think that is, yeah. Hey, so we're making some nice progress then, if that's the case. Buttons again. So let's go ahead and get some more. We got a ghast over there we need to go kill. It plays all the way at the end of the nether fortress over there. The guy just spawned in. At least they give you enough heads up on it, but it's not by much, so... all these mushrooms out of the way. There we go. Too much to break. Too much to place, rather. Gonna be all worth it once it's done, though. You know, you just gotta keep trudging along until it's done, but it will be worth it. Last stack of buttons, then we gotta dip back into our shulker box. Should be fine though. Make sure to do all the fossils there too. Last bit out of this shulker box. All stuff I've already been to before by the sounds of it. Try to do the edges of all this stuff. I guess it's up there. There's a piglin nearby, which is quite odd. This soul sand's gonna slow us down pretty big, so I would love to trade for soul speed at some point, but that's out in the future. I don't really need it. It's just gonna take a little bit longer is all. But that's okay. Got another cave here too, unfortunately. These are always a bit more of a pain to clean out, but this one doesn't seem to be too bad since it's pretty small. Doesn't have any high ledges or nothing. Nope, not by the looks of it, and it just bleeds on out, so... Alright, let's stack your buttons again. Got a skeleton nearby. Alright, well that's half of our buttons used up so far. We'll cut that smaller bit out, since I don't care much for it at all. Here we go, it's a good chunk of it done. We're getting there. We're getting there indeed. It just takes a while, but we are doing pretty good. Like we missed a spot. And another. That's alright. These are far enough out of the way that like if I do miss a couple of spots, I don't think I really have to worry too much about it. So as long as we get the grand majority of everything, we should be okay. Which we are. We're doing good, so nothing to worry about. Guy had some copper armor. Good for him. It's dead though. Well, it's almost noon. Been an hour and a half as well to boot. Looks like we got another cave down there. Straight ahead of us too, that's nice. And this little thing down here, this is just a weird fucked up area overall. Good enough. We'll put that there. Looks like we will drop down here. Keep putting down some buttons. Be everything in this area. Yeah, just about. So we'll go ahead and fly out of here with our elytra. Could have probably made slabs instead of buttons, but that's on me for not thinking that far ahead, I guess. Buttons aren't cheaper, they're actually twice as expensive, so... What? That bone... Okay, oh, that's weird. Yeah, I mean, again, probably should have made slabs. Didn't. That's alright. We're committed to the buttons now, so... That's what we'll do. Thought I landed that a little nicer, but apparently not. This is just an annoying ass place too. It's just a bunch of weird little bits, you know? There we go, that's better. Make sure to eat too. And of course, we're gonna have to do this cave as well. Alright, we gotta keep going here. Another bit of buttons. We're comfortably down to less than half of our buttons, so we've got to be making good progress here. Then we get to fucked up shit like this. Got some stuff near us, so we want to be a little mindful. Oh, this is back up to where we are. Perfect. Cool. So we have looped through all of this. go, we got that little thing all blocked off. And we're almost to one of our borders here. That's the line right there. Alright, guys. Yeah, we'll take you. Alright, third shulker box down. Means we are onto our last one after all this. Oh, we're actually out to this corner as well. Out of buttons, we move on to our next box. There we go. And we keep going. Still hanging out near another border. I literally haven't heard or seen another mob in ages. Damn. That's how you know it's working then. At least we can get through all this. I don't think we're gonna get all the spawn proofing done today, because that is absurd. I mean, seriously, this is a bunch of buttons. I would like to try and do that if possible, but again, that's a lot of buttons, so yeah, I think we just gotta go up there. Oh, gas. Come on, that second one hit. That's bullshit. Well, whatever. As long as he dies in the end, it hardly matters. Alright, we've gone a step too far. Lapse that in just to be safe. There we go. Got some piglins nearby. More buttons, damn it, more. Alright, I feel like there's a couple areas that we're still missing, but for the most part, I think we got a lot of the Soul Sand Valley done. Like to the point where I literally don't know what else around here we're missing. I guess some more of these bone blocks, so let's go carve out some of these. Okay, there was a gas there, but he's not there anymore, I guess, so sure. Okay. We have that whole top section to do too. That's cool. Oh yeah, we got this whole top section we're gonna have to do at some point. Again, Soul Sand Valley, so we don't have to do like anything. Additionally, I'm gonna double check the wiki, but I don't think anything can spawn on Soul Sand. I think it only spawns on soil. Let's find out. It should be a no. Oh, it is solid, so it is actually something that they can spawn on. So it's a transparent block as far as beacons are concerned, but as far as the physical top of the block is concerned, it's still solid, so yeah, we would have to come up and do all this, which I don't care about this stuff. This stuff here that we're on is far enough away that I don't feel like it's a big deal, at least for right now. You know, if we really feel that inspired, we can do this at some point, but not today. Mainly because it's not really needed. Rude. Trying to do shit here, man. Come on. Alright, after we're done with this top bit, I'm done with the Soul Sand Valley part as far as I'm concerned. Again, unless something like really major pops up, it should be fine. You know, we can get those smaller bits and things like that by the fortress, but as for going out this far, it's good, you know. We don't need to do anything out this far anymore. Which, hey, at least that means that we'll have finished about like a quarter of it altogether. That's quite nice. Probably be another 10 hours of placing buttons before we can be completely confident that we got everything, you know, and then we can actually start building the farm. Well, rather, we can start building the farm once we get more wither skeleton skulls, but that's what we're working towards by doing this, is spawn-proofing enough so that way only wither skeletons can spawn on that fortress. Or at least only nether mobs are going to spawn on that spawning pad, rather, to help our odds. That'll make manual farming easier while we wait to build up enough reserves for automatic farming. But yeah, this looks fine. We'll go ahead and just pop on over here real quick. Ooh. Alright, we'll send him to hell. Buttons. I think this is our last batch here. Yep, so this is our last batch of buttons. And then we have to go back to base and go get more. Great, there is another cave down there. Shit. Well, that was easy at least. Another one there, though. This is the last bit it needs to go to, because remember, we only need to go to like 9:45. That's as far as that needs to go. There we go. Alright. Two more stacks of buttons, and then we get to head home. Didn't ask. last bit of buttons here. There we go. Yeah, we never quite got this area fully done, so we'll have to come back first and get this. That's fine, though. It is just desolate as far as the eye can see here with these buttons. You know, we still have some stuff out in the back, but that's out of bounds, so we don't have to care about that. But in terms of what we've actually got going on, it's quite good, so let's go ahead and get a stack of rockets. That back. I gotta wonder, is there anywhere else I can see the edge at all? No, I can't see. Okay. From here, I can't see any of the other cobblestone walls, so. Damn, fog's too far in the way. Dang, get out of the way. I think I had to have missed a spot there if that's spawning. Yeah, I mean, you can barely see the wall there. I do already feel like I'm getting better spawns, though, all things considered. Oh, we got a skull. How lucky. Two more skulls to get enough for another wither and another however many wither roses that gets us. Whoops. That. Damn, it's like he knows. Not that he can do anything about it, but it's like he knows. Yeah, that was the right call, was to do all that spawn proofing, because now we can run end to end, it looks like, on this double intersection, and we can actually spawn stuff, now that we've limited a lot of the spaces. Still only the one skull, though. I'm gonna see if I can see the... There we go, nice shot. Trying to see if I can see the cobblestone wall from here, but I don't think I can. Or if I can, it's literally just barely within sight, but now I don't think I can see it from here at all. Dang. So, that Crimson Forest there is going to be another very annoying part to try and clean up, all things considered. So, that's going to be fun. Yep, we still got that area down there to do, and then we start working our way up there. Then we'll need to bring over some extra walls to actually finish the main perimeter a bit, all the way. Looks like our luck has run out here, unfortunately. Get something else to spawn. We gotta go all the way out there and then towards the Basalt Delta, so yeah. Still got a ways to go. Alright, well, we'll head back to base here and go load up on some more bits and pieces. So we need to load up on cobblestone walls again in our cobblestone box. And at some point we're going to need to scout for the nether caves up in here because we have a zombie pigman up here. That'll hurt our rates. Let's go ahead and get our elytra on and get ready to fly on out of here. There we go. Went ahead and made it back. Nighttime. Let's go ahead and head up to our bedroom and sleep. We'll go run around and do our inventory stuff first because we do have to clean out some of these shulker boxes. Got a lot of stuff in them. So netherrack, magma cream, extra shit, and then extra shit. We can just burn it all except for like the... We'll burn the dried gas too, he can stay dry. It's just enough like weird shit that like I don't really care too much for it. Alright. Let's pop out our ender chest. We'll put that gold block in here too just for now. We'll grab that. There we go, we'll get that filled up. That's our backup. This can go back in here. We'll just turn it on the walls, why not? Fuck it. Probably should have done this a little closer, but that's fine. A little bit more. Go. Perfect. I can go there. That comes back with me. And then we can go ahead and keep the wither skull in our bundle. Otherwise, we can go ahead and put everything else away. So blaze rod, magma cream, bones. Put the coal away somewhere else too. There we go. Alright, perfect. So now with that, we can go ahead and pack up all 5 of these boxes and go fill them with buttons. They're still doing quite nice in here. Holding Control Shift key. Whoops. Crap, the well started to run dry by the looks of it. Shit. Let's go back to the other one. May have to manually convert some of our excess bamboo. I think that's what we're gonna have to do, yeah. Of course it gets stuck up there. That's 2. There we go. Go, get all this tossed out. It's 12:40 already. Not cool. 3 shulkers full. Four. And basically 5. Okay. That should be enough buttons to do another massive chunk here. So, yeah, and it won't do everything, but it'll get pretty damn close to it, hopefully. I really hope it'll do just about everything. Because if not, we are out of bamboo wood, and we will not be able to get a lot until we keep running the farm. So we would have to invest in chunk loaders for the farm, which we can do, but it'll just take extra time. So we'll see what we can do. Oh, back to it. Let's go ahead and pop on down. Ow. I'm gonna try to get a little too fancy there, that's alright. Okay. First thing we're gonna do is we are going to go negative x, negative z. And basically we're gonna go ahead and just fly back, and we are gonna finish the cobblestone wall part first. So we can get that whole thing put together. About 300 blocks away here. 200. 100. And here we are. Okay, that was a quick flight. Hey, wait, what am I doing? I don't care about these guys. See it out in the distance there. Go. Alright, so that is now fully all interconnected. It's great. And while we're here, we'll start on this side and start working our way back towards everything we got. There we go. Pop those in there. Grab those. Put that firework in there too. Put that in there. Alright, and now we just go ahead and we place shit. Again. This time we got 5 shulker boxes of buttons, so this is going to take even longer than last time. But I'm hoping this will at least complete half of all spawn proofing. That's the dream anyways. But that was an item. Nope, the skeleton. Oh, we got a piglet out here. Cool. Well, there he goes. What I thought. Get him from here, dang. This is another stupid ass area, isn't it? Yep, it sure is. It's so little and it's so near the border that I guess I don't have to worry about it, so leave it be. For now. You're gonna hate her. Get out of here. Just keeps getting out of my way every time I get ready to shoot at him, like he knows. Damn. That's annoying. Go. Been 2.5 hours. Got something up above that we're gonna have to come back and do too. Alright. We just gotta keep putting stuff down. We'll get there eventually. More buttons. Dang. I'm also careful about doing this here. I'm also surprised I didn't pop that button off, but sure, I'll take that. Yeah, the basalt delta is going to be the hardest part of this by far, just because it's so damn tall, you know. And going to be worth it when it's done, but getting to that point is what is difficult. But we'll get there. Yeah, I don't have any blocks. Alright. Go. Should stop burning at some point. There we go. Getting a little too less on the sauce here for the basalt delta. Holy shit, man. Yeah, this one's gonna stink. Yeah, out of buttons. Alright, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I was worried about that. Let's not get sidetracked by that basalt delta for right now. Let's just keep putting buttons in the Soul Sand Valley. Fucking you could be. That hit! You fucking dick. Get the fuck out of here. That hit. Do my spawn proofing in peace, man. But it takes so much time. I don't want it to take more time because we have to fight shit too, you know? The best way I've found that's consistent is just going around like each Y layer and filling every Y layer up, and then you move on to the next one. And then you move on to the next one. At least that's what it feels like. It's probably not the fastest, but it feels like you can just trace like the outline of everything around you. Just kind of go back and forth. Out of buttons again. Couple of things, we got that. Put that away. Alright, I got rid of one shulker box of buttons. We're now on our second. Really? Come on. That hit. Quit it! Seriously. Guy's an asshole. Come on, man. The hell out of here. So we gotta get up there too. Yeah, but it's 1 o'clock. That's above me more. We'll get to that in a little bit, I guess. Take some of this for right now, and we need to remember to actually go up here. Nope, that ain't happening. Be okay. No. Spawn. Cool. Add a buttons again. Almost out of buttons for our second shulker box, so we are still working that. Dispatch out of our second box. And sorry I haven't been saying too much, but you know, not a lot to say because we're just placing buttons, and we have been for the past 3 hours apparently. So hooray! Additionally, we're gonna pop down there and delete that whole little thing. Crap. Fucking gas, dude. Oh, he's so damn annoying. Assume you wandered in because you physically could not have spawned here, so. Distracted now. Alright, we got this whole top bit done, which is good. We got this whole bit done. Up to this point. Woo. I'm scared with those Endermen there. Day 558, by the way. Get ever closer to day 600. Dick. Gotta run all the way over there and go fix that now. Not cool. Flip it around. Anyways, back to this. Get out of the way. Here comes that crap out. Out of buttons again. Oh, wait. Oh. It's down in the distance. Gotta be a little mindful of that. This is where we start making the turn towards the fortress, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here, because we still have a lot of area that we haven't got over here yet. Every little bit helps though, so we are doing good. Seriously, the amount of buttons that we gotta put in here is absurd. It's all gonna be worth it though. You're gonna have a nice, pretty wither skeleton farm, works in one dimension, and it also, well, looks good. And we don't actually have to worry about it being too inefficient or nothing. It's just gonna be good. Zombified piglin grunts angrily. Why? None of you guys should be mad. You didn't see me kill him and I killed him in one shot. That was weird. Oh shit. But even though I killed him in one shot, and I haven't had this issue in a long time, we're gonna do this, huh? I see that one wasn't one shot. Oh my god, they're mad from fucking everywhere too. You can see them out in the distance now. That's neat. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to deal with it as we get them. Nothing we can't manage. Just a little annoying though. You have bug flying around in here? Get out of here. Alright, we need more buttons. Here we go. Well, we got him with that, surprisingly. There we go. Alright, this area is looking much better. Do it. Alright. You still want to play that game? We can, but you're not going to win it. I don't know where that's coming from either. Go. Seem to stop being mad now, so that's good. Alright, more buttons. Got a different nether fortress out there. That would have been cool to see earlier. Gotta be thorough. Can't leave anything unbuttoned. There we go. It's plenty good. Got this cave all buttoned off. Hop down here and get this though. We are starting to make some seriously good progress. We got the original fortress over there. What we're working towards. Skeleton here. It's fine. Been over 3 hours now. It's only 1:30. Oh, we way overextended. Ah, shit. Well, we didn't need to go that far. I guess we did. It's what it is, so. Or at least match it up to there, and then we can ignore the rest of it from then on. Yep, that should be fine. That's our third shoulder box done. After we get these buttons in place. Then we got number 4, number 5. Yeah, it's fairly close by. Yep, there he is. Just under. I didn't stick. Yeah, that one got up. Nice. Excuse me. Oh, man. Alright. That's fine. We can get through it. Made it this far. Might as well keep going. Now, at least on the other side with the Crimson Forest, the lava lake that it connects to actually does quite a lot of the work for us, so won't do all of it, but it'll do a lot. So this half that we're done with is probably going to be closer to like 2/3 by the time. Oh, fuck you. It's going to be closer to 2/3 by the time it's fully done. But man, it just gets larger. There's just more. There's just more shit. Almost done with our 4th shulker box. That's cool. This cave goes on for fucking ever, man. Tired of so many damn nether caves. It's not cool. Looks like it's ending, though. Yep. There's the end of it, at least. Now we just have to do the canyon, and then the other side of the canyon. And up here, too. We still got more to do. A lot more. More cave again. Blazes, don't want to get shot. Let's back up a little bit. Still got a hell of a lot of nether cave. Just keeps fucking going, man. Oh, man, my wrist is cramping up here a little bit. Gotta be a little careful. Let's keep going. This is back to the canyon, I think. That's good enough. Sweat every single little block anymore. Especially if it's going to be weird one-offs like that I don't feel like actually going down to do. And like something like that, I don't think I have to worry too much about that. Hopefully. Alright. This is our 4th box. Done. There we go. Last stack of buttons for our 4th shulker box. We got a 5th one we can go ahead and place down too. And I'm not sure if it'll be enough to even finish this half. Still didn't even do the Soul Sand Valley that's by the fortress too. Even though we only had a little bit there left to clean up. We can at least see the buttons on the other side though. So again, we're making progress. That's the big thing at the end of the day, is that we're doing stuff and it's getting us closer to our goal. That's all you can ask for. Alright, 5th and last shulker box for today. Then we'll go grind for wither skeleton skulls until we have enough to get all the wither roses. And then we won't be able to do any spawn proofing or additional spawn proofing until after the farm is built, because we're going to need to invest in chunk loading bamboo farm to get more buttons for all this kind of stuff. So it's going to be a while before we can fully spawn proof absolutely everything, but we've still made a very seriously big dent in it. So, hey, you know, I'll take it. Can't complain. I guess I already buttoned him because I know I was on that other one, sure. finally managed to move around a little bit more. It's all buttoned off. Okay. We got this whole area done as far as I'm concerned. We'll physically run up here and go double check, but I think we got this whole corner done. Yeah, it looks fine. So now we'll go ahead and put on our Electra, fly over to this side. See, we got all this filled up. There we go. That side by the fortress that I haven't fully done yet. So we're going to work on this, the rest of our buttons. It's been 3.5 hours, by the way. It's currently 1:54. Coming up on the end of our bamboo buttons. There we go. Got this area done. Pop down here real quick. There we go. Yep, we're doing pretty good on buttons here, it looks like, so. We're starting to run out again. Alright, this is the last of our buttons for right now. Down to our last 2 stacks here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Got that all done. Probably easy to clean up the rest of this little stuff. As far as we need to go, because then we pass the wall. There we go. Alright, we got 43 buttons left. Go put them down in here or something. Yeah, there's quite a large area down here we're gonna have to do too. Alright, we're out of buttons again. I've got decked by the very last one. And that one. And that one. That bounced off of you, I saw that, you fucking cheater. Oh, man. My arms and my wrist are tingly because I have been leaning back in my chair a little bit too weird. Rude. Dick. Trying to rest, man. Come on. Being a jackass. You can see where we're gonna have some more spawn proofing cut out for us here. Especially once you get to weird little edges like that. And of course we got this whole area. Fuck you. Again. Oh, we got another skull. How'd I hit that? There we go. Hey, we got ourselves a second skull. Perfect. We need one more. But like I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, we still have weird little bits like that to clean up. That little bit, those tiny little bits, and then you've got that whole thing to button that goes all the way out to the basalt delta and like the flats that go out there too. So those are a whole thing on their own. Holy shit, we actually got our third one already. Damn. Well, you can go some of the wither one more time. Nice. See where we're gonna have to keep doing more, and then you got some of the caves up here that are gonna have to be done as well. You can kind of see where it's gonna billow out to spawn proof for all those zombie pigmen that are up there. But we don't have to worry about that right this second, because we got everything we wanted right now. We're gonna get the hell out of here and go kill the wither in the end, so we can get all of its wither roses, and then we're gonna take those wither roses back with us to the overworld. And that should be that, hopefully. Yeah, across 4 hours, we got quite a lot of spawn proofing done. Enough for me to actually be pretty happy with it, but again, there is still so much more to do. I can't stress that enough. We're not out of the woods yet by any stretch of the word, so, yep. Still got more to do. But it will get done. Coming up on our ice boat road now. Here we go. Alright. And from here, we want to go, I don't know, this way, I think. Yeah, because then we should just have to make a left-hand turn here. Perfect. So this will take us out to the end. Now, here we've already got, if I'm not mistaken, some soul sand. So we should have to worry about nothing here. We got our spare shulkers out to our sides there, so that's cool. We go ahead and turn on pit boxes. Alright. So, a couple of things first. We're going to go ahead and do some organizing for our inventory here, because we need to consolidate everything down into one single box here. Get that taken care of. All of our empty boxes again. That's all nice and good. Keep those. You can come back with me. And we do that. Oh shit. We forgot a crucial step, so we've wasted a little bit of stuff here. I forgot to actually drown them, as fucked up as that is. So we're going to have to resplash them, which we have 27 potions in there. Well, 24 now. Really matter. So let them start dying. They should start drowning. Start letting them through. Let's start getting some wither roses. Yeah, here we go. Let's go ahead and do that. Because I know it's blowing out everyone's eardrums, but just go ahead and jumpstart the wither rose farm. Look at it go. And we just sit here and wait for a while. So this should get us enough wither roses to actually complete the farm. And then some. So that'll be great because we'll have some buffer. And we should be fine. But, yep, we just sit here and we wait for a while till we get everything going. Pulling up that tutorial, we need 2,094 wither roses, which 2,094 divided by 64 is 32 stacks. So we need 32 stacks of wither roses. We have 18, 19, 20, 21 at the moment, which is fine. Still producing well. They're almost at that point, I think, where they're going to stop producing, so we want to make sure we're in position to fuel it back up. I was wondering why I was starting to make more explosion noises, but that's because it's gotten below half, so now its armor is kicked in. Alright, we just detonated our second, or technically third potion, so they'll go ahead and do their thing. And, yeah. They can just keep doing their thing, and we will keep getting wither roses, so let's see what we got so far. Coming up on 27 stacks. Now remember, we need 32 and change. So, if we got over 18 last time, then we should get to about 36. So we should be plenty good on roses. Let me double check that. Yep, 32.71. So yeah, 33 stacks of roses is what I need to realistically complete this, and we should have a couple stacks extra, which that should be fine. And I think next time we will start actually working on the farm, with the skeleton farm. Because, again, we don't have the material to keep spawn-proofing at the moment, so we kind of have to work on the farm. Additionally, the farm itself calls for 2,161 buttons, so I will need enough buttons to do all the 7 ways. I'm planning on using stone, I would say, because I have a bunch of regular stone I can use, and if I don't, I can just go mine it instantly, so that'll be fine. So we'll use regular stone buttons for the actual farm, then bamboo for the spawn proofing, and then, yeah, then we can start building it, so. And then we need nether bricks. That's the other thing, though. We need a ton of nether bricks first before we can formally build it. So we're just going to assemble all other materials except for nether bricks, and then we will have to take some time to go get a bunch of nether bricks, so yeah. Alright, we are coming up on the end of it all here. These guys should stop producing here pretty soon. We'll let that do its thing. This also serves as a good excuse for me to get some XP to fix up my tools and junk. There we go. Alright, sounds like it's died down, so we should be able to stop drowning the allay. And we can go ahead and turn our sound back up to 30%. Got our nether star there. Get our bucket ready. Here we go. Cool. So they're all done getting their shit right. Alright. And now we'll do a head count of our roses here. Perfect. So 9, 18, 27, 36. Yep. So each wither will get us 18 stacks of wither roses. We've had that happen twice now, so I'd say that's a pretty good confirmation of that. And now we can go ahead and take all this out and put it away into our shulker boxes. There we go. Alright. So we got the wither rose part of this done. We can go ahead and start collecting everything else next time. But otherwise, that is all I really wanted to do. Make sure our spawn's good. There we go. We can go put that away later. And next time we will start assembling all of the other parts, excluding nether bricks, because again, nether bricks are annoying. We're gonna have to go get a lot of them. We're gonna get them next time so we can start building the farm. Just know that I want all the other materials in one spot first, and then we can go get the nether bricks. So yeah. With that, it's been 4 hours, and I would like to do anything else right now. So thank you all for watching, and I hope to see y'all again soon. Bye-bye!